Hi, Shelly. Welcome to Coffee in a Chai Cup.
Thank you so much, Suhan. Thank you.
Who are you?
I am doing pretty well. We're surviving the quarantine. All of us are in this together. This is pretty decent.
So, this is the first interview you're giving to the Telugu media, right?
Yeah, actually, technically, yes, this is the first interview that I'm giving to the Telugu media, and I'm super excited.
We are also very excited, and it's a pleasure to have you in Coffee in a Chai Cup.
Thank
So,
you.
they have a lot of curiosity about you for me, actually. So, I wanted to ask you a lot of questions. Is that okay with you?
Yes, yes. Get on. No problem at all. You can. No
Yeah.
problem.
So, first of all, tell me, how are you surviving this lockdown? What are you doing a whole day?
So to be very honest, I'm sort of sticking to my routine because I've always been an early riser. So I still wake up early, I work out, I cook my own food. I mean, now finally I'm sort of getting rid of the Swiggy and Zomato habit and I've started to cook for myself. So that is happening. And other than that, yeah, I mean, I've been managing my house myself and one habit that I've sort of developed is that I've stopped watching TV series a little bit because I think they occupy your mind too much. So, you're just focused on the TV series and then everything, all the rest of the world is just blank. Now, my motto
Hmm.
is to sort of watch one good film in a day. So, yeah, I mean, this is what I've been up to.
So, as I've seen on your Instagram, you love traveling, right? Like Goa, Panchim, Singapore, Mauritius. You have traveled a lot.
Yes, 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 sort of,
So
yeah.
how do you feel to be very lonely at home? I know that you're living lonely, right?
Yeah, I've been living alone with my cat Pintu, and it's not been that great. I mean, I've always been a very social person, but not very social also. So initially, I was very happy. Okay, I'm going to be by myself, and nobody's going to disturb me. But lately, it sort of started to hit because I mean, it's been what 49 days since I've actually had an interaction with another human being in person. So it is sort of, I don't know, not normal because human beings are social beings eventually.
Yeah.
So that's that. But I mean, it's okay. We're all coping up. I mean, we're still in a better condition than so many people out there. So, I mean, we're just privileged enough to be in our home safe. I think that's pretty decent.
Okay. So as far as I know, most of the Telugu people don't know you, right? So let me
Yeah.
prize you. So Shelly over here is modeling since a long time, and she has been Miss India Tamil Nadu FBP also, and she is gonna come onto the theaters very soon with our very own VIP Rishikesh. So how's your
Yeah.
journey been like? The modeling to acting and a lot of things you have done. So how's it been like?
So, I mean, I was 17 when I started off in this industry. I mean, while I was pursuing my BTech, and I'm also a BTech graduate that way. So I remember, I mean, I've always been a very studious kid. I mean, I was always a very studious kid, etc. Then I came to SRM in Chennai. And I think South sort of gave me an outlook to what I can be. I never really thought that I would get into this industry. I always had a knack towards it, but I wasn't sure. I mean, because my parents, I'm the only child, so my parents were like, you have to study, etc. But I mean, I found my own way into the industry, and I started off with modeling, and then I got into pageantry, and now acting. And it's been a very, I think, transforming journey altogether because um, so modeling is sort of you're representing the designer's clothes, etc. Pageantry is you have to beautify yourself and you have to look proper. Like I still remember that when like once all of this started, I was very young. I mean, those were my building years of my life. So I mean, I'm still 23. So but so I mean, I remember modeling and pageantry was sort of um, like they would teach you a lot of things to do properly. Like for example, I'd become this person, hi, like that, like all proper, like a lady, and then acting happened. So sorry.
Yeah, being a proper lady.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, hi, like proper, all of that. And then acting happened and sort of broke me out of it. So I think acting sort of made me meet me, you know. I met Sherlyn after a very long time because I was so consumed with the whole beauty and this and that. Because modeling and pageantry, to be very honest, is a little more exterior. Yeah, whereas acting is a lot more to do with what is within yourself. So I think that happened, and acting sort of made me meet me, and it sort of broke me out of that posture, that proper lady that I was. I mean, because as an actor, you have to be versatile. You have to be like, very customizable. So I mean, it was a very transforming journey, because I remember when I signed the film, and when I was doing all of these rehearsals under Balu Sharma, our director, I had to unlearn a lot of things so as to learn a lot more new. So I think that happened, right?
So after modeling, you have done a lot of projects like Police Diary, Kasu Mela Kasu. But how did you end up in a Malaysian Tamil film?
So that was through auditions, pure auditions. I mean, so I was also placed in a company after I got graduated, and I mean, I went on for my pageant, then I went to do job which was for like 45 days straight, and I left the company. They were really disappointed. But I mean, after that, I sort of started giving auditions and this and that, and they saw one of these advertisements of mine, Ashwini Hair Oil, where I'm selling one hair oil. So they were like, okay, this one's a pretty face. Why we just contact her? So I went for my auditions. It was in this Chennai, one of the hotels in Chennai. And I mean, I got selected. I mean, the director was like, okay, you can perform even better if we brush you up, because I was still learning. I was 20 back then. I mean, that's a very young age, and for somebody who has no clue about all of this. So I mean, I went there, and uh, it was a very different experience. I think Mauritius project was a very, very different experience for me, because that was the first time I was shooting. So a lot of things I had learned back then also.
But amid this lockdown, I was disappointed about one thing after knowing about you. That your film Unarvagal Thodar Kadai. I am very bad at Tamil, forgive me. So that has
Unar,
been postponed.
Thodar Kadai.
Unarvagal Thodar Kadai. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me about that actually. So I'm very interested to know about it. So what's that? What is happening? So when is gonna get released?
Yes, that is our dream project. That's a baby project. And basically, this film is an urban love story. And Priya and Karthik are the leading pair in that. Karthik is Rishikesh, of course, from the VIP fame, and Priya is me. And it's an urban love story about a couple, how they manage into this new world, and like recently. Things are different. It's not a love story anymore, or things are more practical these days. We youngsters are more practical when it comes to love, relationships, etc. So the story sort of revolves around that, with your own past baggages. How do you sort of inculcate in this new era? And that's about the film. And the experience was fantastic. I mean, the team was really good. I mean, I just can't get over the fact that how blessed I was to have such a helpful team. Because I'm a debutante, and there are so many things that I had to learn, like so many things from scratch. And our director Balu Sharma, he was extremely supportive. He sort of, made sure that I understand the subtext of each scene. And our associate director, Abhishek, he sort of made sure that my dialogues are on point, because my lip sync had to be proper, because it's a new language for me altogether. So he was very helpful as well. And even my co-star Rishi, he was also very patient when it came to if I would forget my line, once in a blue moon or however. So he was very supportive about that too. He was very calm and patient. So overall, it was a wonderful experience, I would say.
Okay, good to know. But what about your future projects? We want to see you more on screen. So are there any projects on card?
I haven't signed anything yet, but I'm looking forward to signing some good projects. Let's see what's in store.
Think about Telugu. Are you coming to Telugu any soon?
I would love to be very honest. I think Telugu industry is a beautiful industry, and it has produced so many phenomenal stars of our era and the previous era as well. So I'd love to be a part of Telugu industry as well. Why not?
That case, looking forward to see you on screen. But I had a few questions actually. So how do you judge a script? What kind of role do you want to do in real?
See, I, to be very honest, feel that an actor should be like water. You know, you should be able to customize and adjust to whatever role you get. So I sort of look for performance-based scripts and performance-based characters. Um, and that's mainly it. I mean, when I look at a script or when I'm going through a script, I sort of see what my character is doing and how, how it is involved in the story, how it is interwoven in the story. Um, so that's, I think, the first basic step that I look into. And other than that, I mean, I just want to do substantial roles. You know, I want to do substantial good roles, and I want to sort of give in to cinema. So that's my thing. Yeah.
Okay. I really hope you find great scripts in the future.
Thank
So
you.
you are a girl from Germany, right? You're
Right.
a girl who studied in Caramel Convent School, but ended
Yes.
up in SRM University. So how did that happen?
So my dad, he's also an engineer. And so I took up engineering because I was passionate about engineering. I still am. Like microprocessors is something I go crazy about because I love technical stuff. So I chose engineering because of my dad, of course, he's also an engineer. And South, as a matter of fact, because my dad was very fond of South because he also did his engineering from CIT, Coimbatore. Um, yeah, so back in 86. So, he was very fond of sending me to South because he was like, we don't know how safe Delhi would be. And also, I'm the only child, so they're super protective about me. And hence, I ended up in SRM. I mean, yeah.
Okay, good to know. So while following your Instagram, I got to know that you are starting some dance lessons in your Instagram. Is that going to happen anytime soon?
Yeah, I mean, I have. I mean, sort of. So I saw a TikTok, and to be very honest, initially I was like, but lately I've started doing TikTok because I mean, you're home alone. There's nothing much to do. Pintu is sort of fed up of all my cuddles. He's like, no, humans, stay away. So now I'm like, what do I do? And to sort of, a pastime, and I think TikTok sort of keeps your creative juices flowing. And as an
Yeah,
artist, that is very essential for you. So that's what I've been up to. I mean, yeah, it is happening.
good to know. I'll follow that. And what about kickboxing? You know kickboxing as well, right?
Yeah. So kickboxing is something that I learned because I have always been a very fitness enthusiastic person. And I'm a gym freak. Like I miss my going to the gym the most during the quarantine. I'm not even kidding. But I found my own ways to sort of work out at home. But yeah, kickboxing came with it. I mean, it keeps you sort of fit and it's good for your flexibility. And if somebody messes with me, I can just defend myself. So that's also one thing. So yeah, I mean that. Yeah.
Okay. So VIP is a film which revolves about B.Tech graduates, right?
Sorry?
VIP is a film which revolves about B.Tech
Yeah.
graduates and unemployment and all. So
Yeah.
you're also a B.Tech graduate. So
Yeah.
tell us something about your B.Tech stories. So what have you done? Have you flunked the colleges and all? So we can relate with you actually. That's why.
Uh, I mean, to be very honest, I'm a very simple person. I think God has been kind to me when it came to opportunities. I am also a very hardworking person, of course. Nothing in life comes without it. But my core is a very, Jammu ki Kudi sort of a core. I mean, because I've had these days back in college when we used to be so hungry, we would, eat Maggie from electric cooker. We've seen those days. And when there's no water in the water cooler at your floor in the hostel, you sort of, raid the seniors' water cooler. So we've done all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I mean, I think engineering sort of grounded me in so many ways that I still can't forget it. My still the closest of the friends that I have today are from my college.
Okay, good to know. So
Yeah.
you spoke about TikTok, right? So most of your TikToks and Instagram posts have Pinto in it. But initially you were a dog person. So how did you transform into a cat person and Pinto is all over the place?
Yeah,
So tell us
I
something.
think Pinto just happened to me. So I've always been a very dog person, extremely dog person. I'm a very affectionate person and all that. But I think I don't know. So my parents were always like, you can't get a dog because dogs are a huge responsibility, whereas cats are extremely independent. So for a career like mine, where I have to sort of stay away from home for longer durations at a stretch, and sometimes for days, I think Pinto comes in handy. He gives you the right sort of company, but also he doesn't sort of misses you a little too much. Is what I try to keep telling myself because I don't want to sort of feel guilty. But yeah, so Pinto is my baby, guys. He's a cat, and I adopted him from Blue Cross. I completely believe in adoption over buying because I think you're giving a beautiful life to somebody who is already born and has no price tag. And
Yeah.
Pinto has been I think he's a miracle baby. He's fought all of this and he came into my life and made it so much better. So yeah, I mean, I became a cat person because I think Pinto is also very doggo cat. He's a very doggo cat. He loves attention. Good for me.
Good to know.
Yeah.
The main me asking about Pinto is that amid this lockdown, most of the dogs and cats out there are not having food. So
Yes,
by seeing this kind of words from you, some people might understand that they also need love from our side. So I hope some
absolutely,
people will
absolutely.
feed them.
Absolutely, very rightly said. Yeah. So I think, like even in my house, there's a stray baby. She's a stray baby cat, and I think that's Pinto's love interest also in some ways because it's a female cat.
How-
But she comes out of my apartment door, and I feed her very regularly. And there are a few more friends that he has made. They're all male cats, and they also come out. So I am sort of doing my bit. I've given cat food to few guards also around the area so as to feed the cats and all. Even dogs, as a matter of fact. I think now all these shops, the food shops and the restaurants everywhere where these animals, stray babies, used to sort of get their food are closed. So what I do is I've bought pedigree and Whiskas cat food in bulk, like the 10 kg big bundle that I've bought. And I've given it to the guards, like the gatekeepers of all of these apartments and buildings. So anyway, they'll come and, they'll be there in the night, etc. So they can sort of, give it to them, like these animals. This is my little bit that I'm doing. I mean, it's nothing compared to how many babies would be sleeping empty stomach outside, but this is like my little bit that I'm doing. So I think if everybody, even if you, me, all of us sort of, just even if you don't want to spend a lot of money, sort of, pool in the cash and get food for these babies and give it to our guard, it'll make a huge difference in their lives. I mean, it's nothing compared to the love that they give you, right?
That's very, very, very kind of you. So coming back to a normal routine topic. So you have been Miss India Tamil Nadu, right? So
Yes.
most of the girls look up to you regarding your beauty, and they are sucker for your knowledge, like how do you maintain your skin. So can you give some tips so that these girls can really get beautiful just like you?
I think, to be very honest, yeah, beauty is so subjective. I mean, today I feel we have this notion of, okay, this kind or this particular body type or this particular face is beautiful, but beauty is so subjective for me. I think everybody who's kind and who has a good heart is beautiful. That's how I sort of filter out my people. But when it comes to skin, of course, I think healthy skin is sort of, which is a game changer. No matter how much makeup you put on, if you don't have good skin, it'll sort of, dull yourself down when it comes to glamour and, representing yourself in a certain way. Um, and I believe in whatever you eat is what you become. Like, whatever you're putting in your body will come out on your skin. So I have like this tiny tip, and it's a very sasta jugadu tip that I can give people, is that you have this gooseberry amla in the morning with hot
Yeah.
water or green tea. I mean, I feel green tea is already so bad in taste. Why do you want to have, more of it? But and amla is too sour. So I take hot water with amla every morning, empty stomach, and that sort of makes a lot of difference. Plus, it on skin. I mean, I'm not even kidding. 10 days, you'll see a visible change in your skin. And other than that, I mean, yeah, that's mainly it. Um, uh, all the natural things that you can do for your skin is the best thing. You should take in a lot of tomatoes. You can put tomato on your face, eat papaya, put papaya on your face, do all that sort of stuff will really help you.
Okay, I'll definitely try that. Maybe I'll suggest other girls also to do that. So just looking forward to it. Okay. So what have you learned in this lockdown? Because you got a lot of time in this lockdown, right? So are you trying to learn something to better yourself?
I'm learning Tamil, right?
Tamil.
There's this,
And what
yeah, there's
about
this
Kashmiri?
friend of, sorry?
What about Kashmiri?
Kashmiri, let's not get there. So I am basically from Jammu, right? I know Urdu, and I know Punjabi, and I know Hindi, which is most spoken in Jammu. Kashmiri is for Kashmiri natives, and I'm not
Yeah,
very proficient in it. So
not a problem. So I see that you get most of your strength and positivity from your father, right? So
yes.
can you tell us about your father as well?
So I think my mother and father both, they've been my pillars of strength since forever. I mean, my mom, she guides me on what, like, I'm wearing this today, it was decided by her. You know, she's my wardrobe decider, she's my personal stylist for life. And I know she's very critical also about few things that, you know, this is not looking nice, and she'll be just blunt about it. She's so honest. So I depend on how I look and how I'm going to perform, etc., on my mom. And my dad, I think, you know, he's that driving force that sort of keeps me going on days when I don't believe in myself. You know, there's this very vivid memory that I have, and I think I'd like to share that. So, as I said, I was also working in this company, right, just after graduating. And I was what? Yeah, 2017. I was 20 back then. So, um, as I said, I left after 40 days. And, you know, so I left it because I signed a project which later got shelved. It never happened. And then Mauritius project came into being, and it was my break. But I'd signed a project, and I told my dad that, you know, I've signed this project. So he's like, then why are you working in this company? Like, you have to sort of, you know, give in your all to this industry of yours. And I'm like, but Papa, what? Because I'm a Capricorn, like a typical Capricorn, okay? I need a stable shore to hold on to. And he was like, that's okay. I'm there for you. I mean, why are you worried? And it was a pretty good company. Like, it was a dream company in our college. Only 4 kids out of the whole lot sort of, you know, got placed in that company. And I still remember writing my resignation letter. And I was so nervous. I was so unsure because, you know, this industry is a little scary in the beginning because you don't know anybody. You don't know how it's going to work out for you. And I call up my dad. I'm like, Papa, should I really do it? He's like, just press the enter button, lady. And I did. And it was the most liberating feeling ever because I did know my job, but I never really, my heart wasn't there. It never was. So, you know, moments like these, you know, things like these, and it's all because of my parents and their support that I've become today what I am.
Being in this industry, the parent support is really a must actually.
Extremely, extremely important.
Yeah, and I wanted to know one more thing. Is your place has proper vastu?
Sorry?
Does your place has proper vastu?
Yeah. So my mom, she's read books about Vastu, and she's into Vastu a little bit lately. And she has a lot of knowledge. I mean, a lot of knowledge that not everybody does because she's read so much about it. And the first thing that she did when she entered my new apartment was, Sherry, your bed has to be in that direction. I'm like, Mom, calm down. So, I mean, she is into Vastu, Sumi said. And yeah, I mean, my house has a decent Vastu. Kudos to Mom.
Good to know. And her birthday is coming up in exactly 1 month. I hope really that you go and meet her actually. June 9th. Right.
Yes, 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 yes.
So from being a model to an actor, there has to be a lot of transition. Rapid, just from more only looks doesn't matter in acting, right? There has to be a lot of skill. So how did you transform from being a model into an actor?
Right. So I'll be very honest, you know, modeling sort of put me, modeling and pageantry together sort of put me in this space that, you know, you're supposed to look a certain way. You're supposed to look, your eyeliner and everything has to be in a certain way. Your hair has to be in a certain way. Whereas acting is not about you at all. It is about the character that you're playing, right? So you have to look like the character. You have to feel the character. And in the beginning, it's sort of like, you know, playing Priya sort of was because I think every girl is Priya once. Priya is my character in the film, right? So I think once in a while, in their lifespan. Every girl is Priya, and Priya is very relatable. So I could also play Priya, but I was very, stuck around the fact that I have to look a certain way, and that notion I sort of was able to break because of my director sir's guidance, Balu Sharma. He told me that Sherlyn, you don't need all of that makeup, and you don't have to go through all of these products. You can just be yourself, and that's what we did eventually in the film. And I think playing Priya wasn't difficult because I feel after a point, the steering was in Priya's hand. She was playing me. Priya was on the set. It was not even Sherlyn. And it was a very different experience, yeah, to be very honest. I mean, I've never felt like that before. I've never felt somebody else before. And that somebody else was truer than what I am. I don't know if you're able to understand. It was truer than what I really am. And that sort of set me free. That sort of, um, gave me this power to sort of perform or, to sort of deliver. Because whatever I've done, whatever scenes that we've shot in the film, they're all driven from some real life experience. Everything, the tears, the happiness, whatever it was all driven from a real life experience. And I think that is what sort of brought life into the character.
In that case, I'm looking forward to see the film. And one more thing, just from being a model to an actor, you have to face a lot of auditions as well. And most of the time, you fail at it. And by failing, also, you learn, right? So,
Right.
how do you cope up with your failures?
So, to be very honest, I think when I started off in acting, I was still a model. So, I did not have a lot of clue about a lot of things. Of course, I mean, I was so new. I still am, right? So, when I started off initially, when people, I wouldn't get through the auditions, or I wouldn't get the part, I would sort of blame the universe that I am perfect. Probably it's universe's fault. But I later realized that, dude, you're lacking. You're also not that efficient to sort of get the role. I mean, you have to brush up your acting skills. So I did that. I mean, I worked on my acting skills. I took all these online classes. I went to Adi Shakti also for some time, and I sort of learned acting. And I came back, and I think more than learning anywhere else, it's when your sort of experience teaches you acting. Experience is the best teacher when it comes to acting. So
Yeah.
that made a huge difference for me. And I think the only way to sort of cope up with the failure, initially, as I said, it was ignorance. And I want to be honest about it because I think that's the first stage uh, of anybody who's come from a very, a plastic face, only beauty world. But then I started accepting. When I started accepting the fact that, there are flaws in you, Sherlyn, you have to fix your skills, you have to fix yourself, is when I sort of evolved into the person that I've become today. So, the only way to sort of accept and come out of your failure in life, I think, is by learning. The more you learn, the more you feel more productive and better about yourself, and the more you start sort of, sorted in your field, any field, as a matter of fact. So, I think. After accepting and after learning is how I sort of did cope with the failures, etc.
Good to know. And one more thing, that you are a very positive person, right? How do you maintain your positivity? Because your smile really gives us a ray of hope to the people who are looking at these girls. Can really get a hope that, okay, we can also come into this, we can give it a shot, we can also have a shot at film industry or whatever model it is. So how do you stay positive and face all the world?
So to be very honest, we're all humans, yeah, Suhan. We're all it's not easy to stay positive all the time. Okay, we do have our low days, and as I said, acceptance is the biggest key. As long as you know you're having a low day, and as long as you acknowledge it, instead of running away from it, it's only going to come back and bite you. Instead of running away and sort of feeling that, okay, I feel low, I shouldn't feel low, let me just distract myself with some work. That's not going to help you. You have to acknowledge the fact, okay, you're low, Sherlyn. It's okay to feel low. You can probably be more productive, and it's not just to watch a good film or to learn more about acting. You can cook some delicious food and eat for yourself, and that sort of brings in the positivity. I think it's your mind process and your thought process of how you see the world. Instead of sort of being critical about everything that happens around you, uh, you know, being grateful sort of keeps you positive most of the time. Like, you know, when I'm like, okay, I want to do this or that, or, you know, I had so many plans lined up. And then I'm like, but Sherlyn, you're at home, you're getting your food delivered, your vegetables delivered, you don't even have to step out. So you are privileged. I mean, this is
Yeah.
privilege, right? So when you
Yeah.
start counting your blessings is when you realize that there's nothing to be critical or crib about. And I think that's where I draw my positivity from. And I think Pintu is my bundle of joy. He sort of keeps me entertained as well. So that's that. And coming to your other part of the question, whereas you were saying that, you know, gives girls hope to sort of get into the industry. Um,
Yeah.
I think anybody can act as long as you're willing to work hard for it. You know, it doesn't matter how you look, or it doesn't matter how tall you are. When it like in modeling, it does matter, right? I mean, even though that is a very beautiful profession, it does require a lot of hard work. But acting is something that is so versatile. You know, cinema has space for everybody because there are so many characters to play. So it has space for
Yeah.
everybody in the world. I think you, me, everybody can be actors as long as we're willing to work hard for it. And my only advice to these upcoming beautiful ladies would be that, you know, don't try to be somebody else. I know it's a very cliched line, but it's exceptionally true when you want to make a niche for yourself. If you're trying to be somebody else, then you're trying to get into their niche. You're not building, or you're not, you know, digging into your own space. So just be true to yourself, and the role that has to be played by you will find you. Just keep working hard, just keep brushing on your skill, and it'll happen to you too.
Okay. Thanks for that. So when is the movie getting released, and what can we expect from the movie actually? So I'm looking forward to it actually. So what can I say?
So the film, it was supposed to come out this summer, but unfortunately, we're in this whole pandemic situation, and it's extremely sad. I mean, all what is happening around us is so sad, and it looks like an episode from Black Mirror, but we will not get there. So I mean, as long as once everything settles down, it will reach you guys. Definitely, it'll reach you guys. But let's see when. I mean, we still don't know. It's so unpredictable. The future's so unknown. We
Yeah.
can't really see when, but soon. Everything's set, everything's ready for you guys, and it's so full of love. I mean, what you can expect from the film is love and practicality and logic and fun, a lot of humor as well. So stay tuned to that.
Always tuned to the movies because I love movies, and we're looking forward for your performance as well. So thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much, Celine, for taking some
much.
time and giving an first ever interview for Coffee in a Chai Cup.
Thank you so much for having me, Asuhan. I had a wonderful conversation. It felt like a conversation instead of an interview, sort of. And I'm so glad to be, you know, reaching out to the Telugu masses. I love you guys. Namaskaram, everybody. Um,
Oh, you started Telugu.
yes. Why not? I mean, I eventually would love to entertain the Telugu audience as well. So why not? I mean, but thank you so much for having me. I had a really wonderful time.
Thank you so much, and we're looking forward to see you on screen in Telugu movies, especially. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Coming soon.
Thank you. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Suhan. Bye bye.